Hello everyone, welcome to Grace Hollow Rabbitry. I'm PJ, and here in northwest Arkansas I raise New Zealands in black, blue, and broken, and I've also recently got into silver fox in black and blue. We are in the first days of summer. Can you believe it? Summer already, half the year already gone. Today is June 30th, last day of the month. We're looking at July tomorrow, and of course Independence Day, celebrating here in just a few days. So time moves quick, and that also means the babies are growing up quick. And today what I wanted to do is take you through and show you how the 6-week-old New Zealand kits are doing. So let's go take a look. Right here we have Shawnee, and Shawnee has kindled 4. She's got this, 2 black? Yeah, 2 black. Here's one. And there's another one in here, buried. Come on. Come on out of there. Let us see your face. There we go. We've got the 2 black. That is out of Shawnee and Greasy. And then we have this little broken black here. And then there's another little broken black, the Charlie black. And when I say Charlie, what I mean is light in color. It's mostly white, not a whole lot of black coloring. And now this one does have black around the eyes and the black ears. And if I remember right, he has a nose marking, or maybe not. Let's see. Well, no, maybe it doesn't have a nose marking. I thought it did. But anyway, Charlie means 90% white and 10% or less color. These you can't show, and you shouldn't register them. And when you breed them, if they are a true Charlie, they will only throw broken babies. Well, anyway, so Shawnee has these 4 out of her and Greasy. And then you will see these 2 blue ones back here. And these 2 blue ones are actually foster kits. Their dam is Blue Eye. Blue Eye had 14 babies, and this is 2 of them. I fostered them off. And Blue Eye was accidentally bred to her brother Y. And so we've got 2 blues out of Y and Blue Eye sitting here with Shawnee. These guys are really growing out, looking good. I'm hoping to have one of these blacks or one of these broken. I'm really hoping to get a really nice buck out of this litter. I'm kind of hopeful. The kits are looking really nice. And they're pretty inquisitive. They think because I'm out here it's feeding time. Look at this one. This one right here has always been, he's always at the door. Every time I'm out here, he's at the door wanting pettings and wanting to say hello. And he's a little ham with the camera. If the camera's out here, he's up here telling all of you ladies and gentlemen hello. We have the Queen, and the Queen had kindled 7, and she's lost one of those, but she has 3 black and 3 broken black left. And this one right here, even though it only has a half nose marking, so far I really like the body type on this youngster. I just really love the face. I'm really excited about this litter. She's actually got a couple of them in here that look to be pretty promising. And so I'm hoping they turn out as I like. These guys are sired by Bentley. So this is a litter I'm really excited about. I can't wait to see how they grow up. Again, you know, they're 6 weeks old. Here in 2 weeks we're going to start weaning. We'll get them sexed and find out, you know, what kind of potential we have in this litter. Right here's another little nice fella. Just turning out so good. Alright, and then here we have Witter's litter. She had kindled, I believe it was 8. And she still has 7. We lost one of the black ones. We lost Witter I had rebred her. She was in great condition, looking good, fabulous. And then after I bred her, a couple days later, she lost interest in food, and she wasn't eating. She wasn't acting herself, and she started losing weight, and she just kept on, and after about 10 days she just really wasted away. So I pulled her kits off pretty early. They were about 4 weeks old when I pulled them off, which is really awfully young to be weaning, but I felt in an attempt to save Wooder, she didn't need the stress of feeding 8 kits. So after I pulled these off, these guys have, they're doing pretty good, but they have struggled with the weaning process and going to full feed at 4 weeks old. That's kind of to be expected. So they've had a little bit of issue with loose stools, but overall I'm watching them. They're eating well and they're drinking well, and overall they are doing pretty well. We did lose the one. It had gotten loose stool and just didn't survive. So, but these others so far, they're still eating and drinking really well, and so hopefully the rest of these litters, the rest of this litter has adjusted and will continue on. We have a couple of them that are a little thin because they lost weight when I weaned, and but they seem to be bouncing back. And then a couple of these, boy, they just took right to it. They went to full grain and didn't have any problems and continued growing. This little blue back here is one of them. This guy's been pulling through like a trooper, and so hopefully this one will turn out with a really nice body type. Then we have Blue Eye, and Blue Eye, all the kits she has are all blue. She had 7. Well, now she kindled 14 kits, but I left 7 with her, and she had all 7 blues, and she's lost 2 of those right about, I believe it was day 21. She lost 2 of the blues, so she's down to 5, but she's doing really well with them, and they seem to be growing. And this one right here is kind of light in color, the one that's in the doorway saying hello, a little light in color. But the rest of these are pretty dark, looking pretty good. We've got 3 of these. It's a real deep, rich blue. And then we have this one in the corner that's kind of a medium blue. Definitely dark enough, but certainly not the deep, rich blue the rest of these litter has. And again, these were out of Blue Eye. And why? I thought I was breeding her to Franklin, and instead it was her brother Y. But overall, you know, for a litter of 14, these guys have been doing pretty good. And if you can do the math, we had 2 blue over with Shawnee, and then we have 5 here. So we've got 7 blues growing up out of this young lady. Here's Cass. She's all laid out and stretched and relaxing. She's just chilling out here. It's been a pretty hot day today. I believe it was like 95 degrees. And so I don't want to stress these guys out too much, putting my hand in, playing with them and all that. But it has started cooling off already. And I tell you, Cass, I bred her back, I believe, to her dad, Dave. Yes. She only kindled 2. She has these 2 black. I was hoping for some blues out of her, but we only got the 2 black. But I tell you, so far, you know, at 6 weeks old, these guys are little beasts. They're really big in size and looking really round, and so far looking real promising. And then she fostered originally 4 of these little white kits right here. And we lost one, which, you know, when I put the 4 over here, all 4 of them were really tiny, and I really didn't think any of them would survive. And then we had 2 of them that just did not do well at all in the beginning, and we did end up losing one of those, but the other one pulled through. And so we've got 3 really healthy whites here. Of course, I don't raise white, so I don't know, unless one of these have just got a fabulous body type that I just need. I probably won't keep any of these whites. However, these whites, they do have a blue mom and a blue dad. So these will be dilute carriers, and I could get some, some nice blues out of these if I so desired. We'll just have to wait and see what the body types look like. But they'll have to be pretty phenomenal for me to decide to go ahead and keep one of them. There's our girl Nellie here. She's kindled 8, and she has 6 left. And now Nellie has really struggled with this litter. Man, she just really had a hard time. She had lost a whole lot of weight, and she wasn't doing well, and the kits weren't, not all of them were thriving. They were surviving, but not thriving. And actually, she still has one right here. That was way behind, but it's starting to catch up. She's got some really nice kits in here, some nice looking kits, and they are starting to thrive. They're doing very well now. And even Mom, if you can remember the last time we did an update on her, she was real thin and not doing well at all. But recently, she started to improve. I had planned on removing her from the breeding program, but now she's starting to put her weight back on, which is amazing in the kind of heat we've had in the last couple of weeks. With this heat, she's really starting to put her weight back on. She's really starting to look pretty good. And so I'm going to give her just a little more time and give her a long break and just see how well she does. If she has a full recovery, then we're going to give her a break until this fall, and we may end up keeping her in the breeding program for just a little bit longer. I really didn't think she was doing very well, but she's really had a nice bounce back, so she's actually looking pretty good now. So we'll just wait it out, see how she does. I've got a real nice buck I would love to get kits from between her and the new buck, but I want to make sure before I do that Nellie is back in real good condition and ready to raise a litter. Well, there we have it. That is our May babies. I believe I counted 35 so far. They're 6 weeks old. They were born May 17th, May 18th, and May 19th. 6 litters spread across 3 days. And I believe I counted 35 that we still have to 6 weeks. 2 more weeks, they'll be 8 weeks old and be time to wean them. So hopefully we're going to find that we have a lot of nice kits. So stay tuned, and in 2 weeks we'll get to that. Down below, I'm going to leave you some links. The first link is going to be to my Facebook fan page, where I usually post a little something. I try to post every day. Now, here in 3 days, we're going to break ground. I am revamping this carport into, I hope, an updated and improved rabbitry. These cages, my brood does were never meant to be in these cages, but due to necessity, my other barn, the roof leaks, and some of my babies were getting rained on while they were in the nest box, and I didn't want to do that, so I moved my brood does in here, and of course it quit raining, but anyway, I put the brood does out here in these cages, so I'm really looking forward to getting the remodeled rabbitry done up and get their correct cages and get the does put back into their other cages. I'm really looking forward to that. So be sure to check out my fan page. I don't know that I'm going to get a whole lot of video of this remodel. My contractor's going to be coming out, and he's going to be doing some work on the rabbitry while I'm out working, and so I might not get a whole lot of video footage on that. But I do hope to at least get some pictures, if nothing else, after he's done working for the day and I come home. I'll take some pictures and I'll be sharing those with you, so you can watch the progress that way. I'm also going to leave a link to my personal Facebook page, so if you have any questions about how to care for your rabbits, or any unusual thing that comes up, and believe me, it will, feel free to ask, and I'll help out as best that I can. If I don't have an answer for you, I have a lot of friends that are more experienced with rabbits than I am, and so I will find an answer for you, and hopefully the correct answer. And I'm also going to leave a link to my webpage where you will find the updated schedule for this fall show season. That way you can look forward to where I may be, and maybe come out, say hello, and shake my hand. I would really enjoy that. I also have the show results posted there, kind of like a show blog. That way you can keep up with how well the team is placing and how they're doing, who's registered, who's earned their grand champion, all that. All of that goes on to my show blog, so be sure to check that out if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and until we speak again, God bless.